Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here. Welcome to the auction of number 23, Avisha Way, here in this beautiful pocket of, well, Greenvale Gardens, the Heritage Views pocket. Some people call it the Maples, but it's a beautiful new estate here in Greenvale West. By way of introduction, my name is Padula. I will be your auctioneer here this afternoon. Gentlemen, assisting me is Mr. Nick Pugliese, and together we represent the dynamic firm of Barry Plant, situated locally in the Gladstone Park Shopping Centre. Now, the format I'll be adopting this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, is quite standard, quite straightforward. It's to first read through the contract, the auction terms and conditions, pause, ask if you have any questions, give you a brief description of the property, then ask an obvious question of the crowd: where do we want to kick off the bidding here today? Now, the contracts have been on display inside for the past half hour, so don't intend on going through them in their complete entirety. What you are buying here today, ladies and gentlemen, is this beautiful 2-year-old home. It's the Santorini by Open Corp on a wonderful allotment of 12.5 metres by 34.75 metres. That's 434 square metres of prime flat land, more commonly known as number 23 Avisha Way, here in Greenvale. Now, the terms for today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, it is an 8 to 10% deposit if you are the successful bidder. Okay, the property is empty, so we're looking for a fairly quick settlement, 30, 60 days, possibly stretch it out a little bit more, but 30, 60 would be ideal, maybe 75 if you need it, but nice quick settlement. Let's get this property occupied again. Many of you would be aware that our vendor is interstate, so our instructions are very clear. We have a reserve price which is very, very realistic. Should we fail to reach the reserve price, I will stop the auction, go inside, call the vendor on the mobile and seek further instructions, but I am 99.99% sure that will not be required and won't be happening today. So, ladies and gentlemen, are there any questions or queries before we continue on? No? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, number 23, Avisha Way here in Greenvale. First of all, it's great to be back out doing auctions. I've said this a few times. You know, we were locked down for such a long time, and it's amazing just driving through this estate since that lockdown period. It's all of a sudden an amazing primary school has opened up, a community centre. You've got that beautiful oval across the road from it. You've got the preschool here behind you. All of a sudden, Greenvale Gardens and Greenvale in general looks like it's catching up to, you know, other suburbs with great infrastructure. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think these homes are very, very much undervalued at the moment. In the years to come, with the infrastructure that's being created, they've opened up Lemonwood Drive, you've got your bus stop as well. It's really, everything is here for you. There are major shopping centres close by. There's a bus that takes you to the train station. And as I said, parkland and schooling basically everywhere. So, great infrastructure. The home itself, let's not forget the home itself. It's a nice modern home, simple yet effective floor plan with the 2 living zones. You've got that 4th bedroom, so these are always the best homes to buy. 4 bed, 2 bath, 2 car. That's the classic combination, 4-2-2. Okay? 1 level, no steps to contend with, easy to live in, easy to let out if that's what you want to do. But most of the buyers here today are owner-occupiers, but there are 1 or 2 investors as well. Great thing about this home, obviously, is the backyard. I think that's what sets it apart from the others. You've got that almost 35 metres on either side. That's giving you that extra 3 or 4 metres that a lot of these other homes don't have, and you really feel it. So if you want your kids to run around, if you want your pets to run around, you've got that space to be able to do so. Out the back, Montessori preschool. You've got the car park of the preschool there. I love it. You're standing in the kitchen, picture yourself cooking some dinner and just having an outlook. You can see the kids playing in the backyard, and you've just got this beautiful view all the way back. You can see the sunset. You can see the cars on Micklem Road. You're not too close to Micklem Road. We're 4 or 5 houses off it, so you don't get that traffic noise, but you've got a beautiful aspect because of the car park at the back. So ladies and gentlemen, interest rates are low. There's so much stimulus that the government's offering. It's not funny. I think in the new year, the market's going to explode. That's all the signs that are pointing towards that. They're literally throwing money at people to buy, to invest, to come out to these areas. Our boy Donald Trump got a vaccine, just announced it about an hour ago. That's only going to help the stock market and the property market. Stock market's almost at 7,000 on the All Ords. So everything's pointing one way, and that is up. So ladies and gentlemen, I've probably said enough now. Number 23, Avisha Way, looking for an opening bid anywhere at all, last auction of the day. Where do we go? Number 23, Avisha Way. Looking for an opening bid. We've had a guide of 550 to 579. So looking for an opening bid. I think no lower than 550. I think 550 would be a great start if someone wants to begin at that level, and we'll kick it off from there. Number 23, Avisha Way. Last auction of the day.
530.
530. Want to go even a little bit lower? Cheeky. But welcome to the bidding, and thanks for starting us. At $530,000 now in the centre. At $530,000 now, looking for 540. At $530,000 now, where do we go from here? At $530,000, nice and low in the middle here, looking for 540. At $530,000 now, where do we go? At $530,000 now in the centre. At $530,000 now, there should be 4 or 5 hands flying in the air at the moment. At $530,000 now, the biggest bargain you've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, 530 is the bid. Where do we go from here? Looking for 540.
537.
537. Okay, you're going to test my maths. At 537, welcome, sir. At 537 against you.
38.
38. No, we're not going to do ones yet.
Sorry?
We're not going to do ones yet. At 537, looking for a rise of 545. At 537 is the bid. Well, we're not anywhere near where we need to be yet. At 537, we are under the bottom end still. Well, round us up to 550 and let's really get the show on the road. At 537,000.
540.
540, okay. At 540 against you, sir. At 540, let's keep it in fives, no lower than that. At 540 at this stage, looking for 545 or 550. At 540, it's against you. At $540,000 now, come in for 545. Can't be any fairer than that. At 540, 545. At 545, straight back at you. At $545,000 now, come in for 550. At 545, I've never seen this much activity before the bottom end of the range. It has not happened. At 545.
47.
47, no. We're looking for 550. At 545, 550. At 550 against you, sir. At 550, let's keep it in fives. At 550 against you. At $550,000, looking for 555. At $550,000 now in the centre.
560.
560. So it should be. At 560,000. A good bid. A funky bid of 10,000. 565. At 565 against you, sir. At 565 in the centre. At 565 looking for 570. At 565 I have there. At 565, very quiet out the back, very quiet on the side here. I know 1 or 2 of you are waiting and are going to join very shortly. Now's the time. At 565. Where do we go from here? 570?
580.
580. $15,000 bid. This is a man that knows his values, that's saying, I want to buy 23 Avisha Way. I'm the man to catch. At $580,000 now, love his style. At $580,000 now, where do we go from here? At 580, surely that hasn't seen you out, my friend. At $580,000 now, looking for 585. At 580 we have 585 here. 4 bed, 2 bath. You were at the Perugia auction. The 3 better sold for 633.
82.
So I don't know what's going on here. At
82.
okay, all right, 82, 582 against you, sir. At 582,000, maybe round it up to 590. You're good at that. The end of the day,
87.
87. At 587. At 587, thank you everybody. At 587 we have here. At 587, they're still heating this auction, I have no doubt about it. At 587,000, looking for a fresh bidder to come in. Well, we'll be happy to pass the property in and negotiate with this gentleman. At 587,000, who wants to come in for 590? At $587,000 now, this is the time to bid if you're interested. At 587,000, because if I pass it in, I will negotiate directly with this buyer. We will close the door and we will get the deal done. At 587,000 for the first call. Now's the time to bid. At 587, 590. I knew it. And I reckon there's still another one as well. At 590 we have on the left. At 590 against you.
95.
At 595 straight back at you. At 595,000 against you, sir. At $595,000 now we have in the centre. At 595,000 come in for 6. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? We're on the market. I will declare it now. We had some nice momentum going, but just so you know, if the bidding now stops, this gentleman has purchased the property. We're on the market at 595, 596. We're in ones at 596,000. We're on the market. We're selling at 596,000. Next year, these homes will be worth 650. Make no mistake. You get back from your Christmas holidays, you'll say, "Geez, we should have thrown in a couple more bids." At 596,000. 600. At 600,000 against you, sir. At $600,000 now come in for 01. At 601. At 601 against you, sir. 05. At 05. Where do we go from here? 605. Tremendous value. We just sold Perugia. 3 better. 633. 605 is the bid. Here. 2 in the centre. Where do we go? Take any rise. 605. 06. At 606. He's doing it in ones. You're rounding it up to tens. 610. The bidding continues in the way it's going. 610,000. At 610. 11. At 611,000. Ones and fours. 611 is the bid. This doesn't surprise me at all. Still incredible value here for number 23, Avisha Way, in Greenvale, 611,000. At the end of the day, there's a certain figure, and once it gets that figure, one of the buyers will be out. They just got to get to it. A little bit of pain for a lot of gain. At 611,000 against you, sir. Where do we go? Maybe 15, maybe 20. At 611,000. 611. Still quiet here. Having a think. Quiet out here. 611. Looks like a 2-horse race. So it's going to be one of you will buy it. 611,000. Going to call it down 3 times. I don't believe you're out yet. Well, the first call at 611. The second call at 611. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Well, I'm going 615. 615. 615 against you, sir. 615,000. Think of that big block of land, that nice big backyard. 23 Avisha Way. Wonderful neighbours here. I've met the neighbours. They are lovely. Great neighbourhood. We're just going to find you one of these lovely people going to be your next door neighbours. But they can't both have the key. Only one. So 615 against you, sir. You've been a great bidder. 616. 616. 616 against you at 616,000. Where do we go from here? 616,000. Was that a bid? No, just a wink. At 616. At 616. I thought we'd have a fresh bidder, one of the tradies. But no, at 616 against you, sir. Come in for 620 maybe. Never know. Could be the magical figure. Could be their limit. 616,000. For 23 Avisha Way, we're on the market. We'll come in for 617. Up to you. 616 is the bid. Fresh bidder at the back. There you go. I called there'd be two more, and there were two more. 620 at the back. There it is. Just waiting till the end. The investor, the savvy investor, pops his hand up at 620. At 620 against both of you. At $620,000 now, at the back. Looking for a rise. We're on the market at $620,000. At $620,000. You were out at $580. Come on. Come on. At $620,000. You might still come back in. you were walking off, but you're still here. So something's not right. At $620,000. Where do we go from here? It's gone past. There you go. That was the limit. That was the limit. So, but there's a second buyer now.
I think he's got a bit further to go.
So it's, well, you never know. It could be a one-hit wonder. There's been plenty of one-hit wonders. This could be, anyway, 620 is the bid. You've been an awesome bidder. I know your situation, and this would suit your situation. You know that, I know that, but there can only be one bidder. Maybe one more. You never know if that was the limit. Never stop on a round number. At $620,000, the first call, second call, maybe one more. Definitely out. Thank you for your betting, sir. He's going to get it with one bid. For the third and final call,
625.
625. I tell you what, some good poker players here. Some really good poker players. None better than the three ladies here at the front. 625,000. I was about to knock it down. 630. There you go. I said they'd be worth 650 in the new year. We're at 630. We're at 630. Where do we go from here? 630,000. Still less than Avisha. Ruckle Street sold during the week for 627. Another three better. So you know what's happening. In the new year, vendors want to sell. They pick up the phone, they say, Nick, Jason, that house sold for 630, that sold for 633, this sold for 627. We think our house is just as good. You won't be buying under this level again, okay? So, at 630,000, I'm going to call it three times, 640. There you go, 640. At 640 against you, sir. 45. At 645. 645 is the bid. You're going to go home, you're going to say that auctioneer he was a mind reader. He was a fortune teller. At 645 against you, ma'am. As I said, they'll be worth mid-sixes in the new year. 645, maybe 46. At 645.
47.
47, $2,000 rise. 647, 650. There it is. 650. Magical 650 of biblical proportions. 650,000. It's a sacred number against you, ma'am. At 650,000. Well, 23 of each away.
Getting closer.
We are getting closer.
655.
655. 655. 660. 660. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, whoever misses out, you're going to have to beat the underbidder for the next one. 650, 660, 660 at the back. 65, 665, 70. That's 670. At 670, that's more like it. The 422 always beats the 322 with the bigger blend. So it's kind of worked out. But our reserve was 595. So it is what it is. 670. For the first call at 670. Second call at 670. It's probably a 50-50 now. Now it's up to you. The value was certainly there up to this point. Now it's up to you. How bad do you want it? So at 670, the bid is at the back. For the third and final call, 75. 675. 80. 80. He's not going away. At $680,000. 85. At 685. At 690. At $690,000 now.
95.
95. Yeah. It'll sound better when you tell your friends. You know what to do now. It's at 695. Round it up to 7. That's 700,000. What an incredible bidder you've been. Appreciate it. Thank you to all the bidders today, even the ones that started us off. You were all part of the process. At $700,000 now, I'm going to count it 3 times and knock it down. Once, twice, third and final call. 705. 05. I hadn't knocked it down yet. At 705. 705. Against you, sir. Think of the long term. You play the long game. It's not time on the market, it's time in the market. At 05, what on the market? 710. 710. We're going to have a nice cold beer after this. At $710,000 against you, ma'am. 711.
Down the road.
Good old 711. Down the road. 711 at 12. That's 712 against you. That's 712. I wish we had another one. We'd sell it to you straight away. 715. 715. 715 against you, sir. I heard that before. I will afford you the same opportunity as I did to the 3 ladies at $715,000 now. Bid is confirmed. Look like you've got it. I'll count it down 3 times. Once, twice, third and final call. The 23 Avisha Way here in Greenvale. The property's going. The property is sold. Congratulations.
Yeah, mabruk.
Well done.
Mabruk.
Welcome to the neighbourhood. Commiserations to the underbidders. Thank you for your participation. Have a great Christmas, everyone. Thank you. Thanks.
Mabruk. Congratulations.